Hey, it's Aaron. If you're here right now, you might be checking out Norstatpanel. Maybe you're wondering, is this legit? Can you really make money from this particular website, or is it fake? Okay, let's check it all out. Anytime you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link all the way at the bottom. I'll share with you my favorite strategy. Now, on this channel, I have reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's check out Norstat to see whether it's a good way to make money, or maybe there are better ways out there. All right. Now, Norstatpanel is basically a survey panel that focuses mainly on the European countries. All right. So we come to the top right here, you'll see all the different European countries that it's available in, right? If you're outside of these 15 to 19 different European nations, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to use Norstat. In that case, don't worry, there are a lot of other survey panels that you can check out, and I'll show you some at the end of this video, right? But if you are in Europe, okay, here's how this works. All you need to do is just log in right here, fill in your details, and as soon as you fill in your details, what's going to happen is they will notify you by email whenever they have a brand new survey, or you can just log in to the website or your app. They are available on the Android and iOS devices as well, and they'll just let you know whenever there's a brand new survey available. So there are a few different ways that you can make money with Norstatpanel. The first way is you can just take regular surveys. Okay, some of them are pretty short, 5 minutes, some of them are pretty long, 30 minutes long, right? They also have some big research studies as well, but they have very little of those available, so I wouldn't hold my breath for those. What you really need to do is focus on taking the surveys here, and that's the way that you generate the most income. Okay, in terms of how much they pay out per survey, it depends. It really depends on the survey. Sometimes they'll pay out 30 pence, sometimes they'll pay out £5, right? Now the £5 surveys are a lot more rare, okay? So again, don't hold your breath for the £5 ones, but the sweet spot generally is between 30 pence and about 70 pence per survey. Okay, some of the good ones, £1 to £2 as well, but again, not as common as the ones that are under £1, all right? So you're gonna have to just come in here, log in, check it out, and in terms of supply, and this is really the big problem with survey websites, is that sometimes you'll have days where there are a few more surveys depending on which country you live in Europe, right? But sometimes there's not much surveys at all. It just really depends on the time of the year and a little bit of luck. Okay, sometimes the surveys are not available in all the European nations. Sometimes it's just a few of them, and so it really depends on where you're based and the timing of it, right? Now, how much can you potentially make with this, right? So the interesting thing about Norstat is they don't pay out PayPal cash like some of the other survey websites. I've reviewed so many different survey websites, and most of them will pay out by gift cards and by PayPal cash. That means that once you make, let's just say $5, you can literally withdraw that into your PayPal account, and then you can spend the money and do whatever you want with it. Unfortunately, with Norstat, they only pay out through gift cards. So again, it depends on which European country you're based in. The gift cards will be slightly different, all right? Then the problem is you can't really get cash, which kind of sucks, because you could take a few surveys a day, maybe a few a month. You might be able to rack up maybe £10, for example, over a period of time. It does take a little bit of time, and it does take work, okay? And again, it's not a consistent supply. But once you get that, you can only exchange it for gift cards. And the big problem, I think, with gift cards only is they may not be a gift card that you want, right? So for example, if they're offering Starbucks gift cards, but you're not really a coffee drinker, then it's not so great for you, right? So I prefer PayPal cash, because that way you can withdraw the money and then you can spend it on whatever you want. So I think that's the only the not so great part about Norstatpanel, even though it does give the European countries a good focus, because a lot of the other panels out there are not necessarily European focused, so it's pretty cool that way. But again, it's only gift cards, and you don't really get rewarded in cash for the time that you spend here. Okay, so here's what I would say about Norstat. I think the pros are that it's European focused, so if you're based in these countries, that's pretty cool, right? Because a lot of them are not necessarily European focused. It's free, and you can take your time and answer some cool surveys once in a while. It's not going to be that much, because it really depends on supply and demand. But some of the downsides are that it's only gift cards oriented, right? So if you want to make cash with it, then it's quite difficult to do that. And also with surveys, you can't really make that much money anyway, right? Sometimes you get high paying ones. A lot of the times they're generally quite low. They're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 pence per survey. So all in all, you could potentially make maybe 100, 200 pounds a month if you're answering a lot of surveys. But beyond that, it's not going to replace your full-time job or anything like that. All right. But if you want to check it out, Norstatpanel here, right now, if you're not based in Europe, there's a really great website here called Survey Police. Okay, so surveypolice.com. You just come to online surveys and you go to top rated paid surveys. And when you come here, it's going to list the surveys based on your country, which is really cool. Okay, so for me, it's TGM Panel, Prime Opinion, and Ipsos ISE. And these are some of the biggest survey panels in the world. These guys all pay out in cash. You can see here PayPal cash and gift cards, which is cool. All right, so I highly recommend checking out Survey Police if you want to fill out surveys and just see which ones are more relevant for your country as well. All right, hope you enjoyed this review of Norstatpanel. Listen, if you're here watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to make big money, right? Because surveys are cool. It's a nice way to start, get your feet wet, but this is never going to replace your full-time income, right? On this channel, I reviewed all sorts of different make money online strategies. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly, business models, websites, apps, things like that. And out of all of them, there's one that I tried. It completely changed my life. I make multiple 5 figures from it right now. I work full-time from home because of this strategy. I quit my full-time job because of this strategy. If you want to check it out, I've got a free masterclass that goes through it in a lot of detail. Just click the link all the way at the bottom to access that masterclass. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you on another video review. Take care.